where did this occur exactly? At Alabama, Georgia, a pivotal SEC matchup, of course, lest we forget.
People don't want to see all of the politics. They've got enough politics with me and with everybody else, and they don't want to see it with football and sports on Sunday or whenever they happen to be watching.
He really said this.
You know the Greek, right? The Greek. He's a good player.
We'll talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo without saying his actual name because he can't pronounce it. Conduct a walkout at each and every UFC event, which is practically serving as the propaganda arm for the Trump campaign at this point, with UFC boss Dana White serving as his right hand throughout. And of course, when the debates were rolling around and people actually thought Nikki Haley and Vivek Ramaswamy stood a chance, there was Trump at Iowa State. And yes, even an appearance at South Carolina's football game. There was also this hilarious moment when Margot Martin, the deputy director of communication for Donald Trump, took this video of the former president waving his fists and hands with Kid Rock by his side. It reminded me of this. Not just that he at times waves to nobody, but that it's a theme. Then there's this video of the man walking outside where Martin says he is headed for the Bronx. And when he does walk out, he appears to wave to almost nobody. How about at NASCAR? This is a big oopsie for the keep politics out of sports crowd. They might want to look away because Trump is seen clearly behind the scenes. I mean, clearly waving and gesturing to, again, no one. My theory, very, very simply, is that this man is a master showman. He knows everything about how he wants to be perceived, how he wants to market himself, how he believes he is larger than life. He has his name plastered everywhere. He has a television background, albeit it was a very weird one, and at times a very controversial one, as we have discussed many times on this platform and even on this network. He believes, though, in the power of the camera. Okay, so he has a desire to be adored, or, as he puts it,
He speaks and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
and with all that being said, perception is reality to him. And he wants to be seen at all times. He wants to be seen in a positive light. He can never accept defeat, as we have seen. So him doing this at various football stadiums, doing this around the United States, no matter where he is, it is an opportunity, as he sees it, to show popularity and strength, even if there are literally no numbers there. They would do this, though, over and over, okay? And they did it again with this photo. And the caption being, President Donald Trump, not president, former president, waving to supporters at the Coca-Cola 600 NASCAR race. It is easy to tell to those in the audience that are not participating, because if you zoom in, you will see a lot of them are just watching. Okay? They're watching what's going on there. They are not looking back there, which is where the former president is. And I gotta say, Margot Martin is the gift that keeps on giving. Who was he speaking of here, by the way? Kim Jong-un, of course. And he did it again and again and again. And by the way, to comms director Margot Martin, how's the lawsuit going with Jack White? If one does misremember, she posted Seven Nation Army to a video of Donald Trump boarding a plane, and Jack White was like, hang on. I'm actually suing you guys because I don't like fascists. We covered it on this network as well. On this channel as well. At the Bama UGA affair, the former president was joined by, the list of MAGA deplorables: John Daly, Kid Rock, Tommy Tuberville, Katie Britt. Via the AP, Trump's brand of populist nationalism leans heavily on his dark rendering of America as a failing nation abused by elites. Man's a billionaire. He is elite. And overrun by black and brown immigrants. But his supporters, especially white cultural conservatives, hear in that rhetoric an optimistic... See, this is my exact problem with legacy media, is that they frame this as like, oh, he knows how to really relate. What are they relating to? Optimistic patriotism. There's so many four-letter words I want to say that I can't. Optimistic patriotism? What are they being patriotic about? Is it the Confederacy? For real, there are some good quotes in here, but to frame it that way is insane and is an indictment on legacy media, traditional media, that they just can't call it out. What are they afraid of? One student spoke out. His name is Braden Vick, who is president of Alabama's College Democrats chapter, so it tells you why he is speaking out. There is, I think, a silent majority among the students that are not with Trump. He'd go on to say, we have this great atmosphere for a top 5 game between these two teams with playoff and championship implications, and it's just a shame that Donald Trump has to try to ruin it with his selfishness. Also in Trump's booth, Hank Williams Jr.
But it was the answer he gave Monday morning on Fox and Friends that may have cost him that job when he compared President Obama to Hitler.
You mean when John Boehner played golf with President Obama?
Oh, yeah.
What did you not like about it?
Come on. It'd be like Hitler playing golf with Netanyahu, okay?
The country music star was questioned about his choice of words.
Yeah, I don't understand that analogy, actually.
I'm glad you don't, brother, because a lot of people do. Well, they're the enemy.
Who's the enemy?
Obama.
And failed candidate for senator in Georgia, Herschel Walker.
One thing I have not done, I've never pretended to be a police officer, and I've never threatened a shootout with the police.
Well, and now I have to respond to that.
We are moving on, gentlemen.
I have to respond to that. And you know what's so funny? I am with many police officers, and at the same time,
Mr. Walker, excuse me, Mr. Walker, please, out of respect, I need to let you know, Mr. Walker, you are very well aware of the rules tonight.
Yes.
And you have a prop.
Yes.
That is not allowed, sir. Yes. I ask you to put that prop away.
Well, it's not a prop. This is real. And he said, I have a problem. I never worked with law enforcement.
It is considered a prop, Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You're very well aware of the rules.
The keep politics out of sports crowd. I have one question. Where art thou? If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.